I was scrolling on Facebook Marketplace today when I came across an axolotl tank for sale. It was in terrible condition and the axolotl was a baby, so I knew I had to save it. The seller was only asking $20 for it because he said his son doesn't take good care of it anymore. So I shot him a message and we planned our meetup. The seller wanted to meet the next morning, so I knew I had to act fast, overcoming a couple challenges, starting with building our axolotl's home. Axolotls can grow to be over a foot long, and even though this one was only probably an inch, I started off with a huge tank just so we had space to grow in. Considering where this guy started, I didn't want to spare any expense, so please consider subscribing to help out the channel. To make the tank look a little better, I put some black poster board on the back of it. The darkness should help our axolotl feel a little more secure. Then I started filling the tank with sand. Oh! After I dumped sand all over my floor, I started spreading everything out to make it look nice and even. Axolotls can choke on gravel, so I would recommend fine sand or nothing at all in the bottom of your tank if you're thinking about getting one. After adding in the driftwood, it was time to put in some rocks. I started off with Sirius stone and then added a couple pieces of dragon stone because they give the tank a nice gradient. Then we'll pop in the finishing touches, a welcome sign and a place for him to hide. This is super important because axolotls need a hide to feel safe and they just hate light, so it gives them somewhere to go when the lights are on. We still have to add plants, but first we have to fill this tank with water. Oh no! Okay, we're good. Just flooded my basement. Axolotls can be pretty messy, so I popped on a big canister filter which should help us keep the water clean. This one's pretty neat because it actually skims the surface of the water, removing any film or debris that could build up. Now for the fun part, I'll start planting the tank. I got this pretty cool suction cup plant holder because our first plant is only semi-aquatic, meaning that its leaves have to be above the waterline in order for it to live. And for the fully aquatic plants, I got a nice variety of things that'll grow really big. Another cool thing about having live plants in a tank is they help filter the water. And last but not least, I put in a thermometer because axolotls need cold water. Now that the tank was fully complete with everything the axolotl would need to thrive, we'd successfully completed our first challenge. But next to come was the moment of truth. It was time to hop in the car and go rescue the axolotl. Alright guys, we just got the axolotl in the car and this tank smells just absolutely horrible. There's a dead bug on the surface and he's right down here. But man, I just feel horrible for this little dude. We're gonna get him home into his new tank and we're gonna get him, a way better life. This is terrible. Alright guys, we just got the axolotl inside and I just want to see what the temperature of his water is, so I grabbed the thermometer because I'm just curious how long I should acclimate him for. But this is supposed to be 64 degrees at like the highest end. We'll set this here and check back in a minute. Alright, the temp is still going up, but I don't want to waste any more time. So I'm going to get him into this bag so we can acclimate him slowly to his new water temperature. And I just want to get him out of here as fast as I can, honestly. The tank was literally so dirty I had to pull the decorations out just in order to find him. Oh, there he is. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Or she, I don't know if it's a he or she, but... Oh, it's okay, buddy. Don't worry. He gotcha. As I dropped him into acclimate, I noticed something insane. Alright guys, I feel so bad. This axolotl is so cute. It's literally a baby, maybe 1 or 2 inches long, and it is missing an arm from neglect, I'm assuming. Like, you can literally see it right there. There's a nub. Thankfully, axolotls can regrow their limbs if they're given enough good nutrition. My goal for this video now changed entirely, from just raising an axolotl to making sure this little guy gets his arm back. When I dropped him in, he immediately took off to the bottom of the tank to rest. As you can see right here, he's struggling to get around without his arm. Before I forget, we have to name the axolotl, but I'm not sure if it's a boy or girl, so comment some names down below that would work for either. Alright, we'll check back in on this guy tomorrow. I'm going to kill the lights because he just needs to relax for a while in his brand new mansion. And I just want to, let him chill out because he's had a busy and very stressful couple hours. Now that we got the axolotl, it's time for our next challenge. Getting him plenty of food in order for his arm to regrow. Alright guys, I just went to the store and picked up 2 different types of worms. These ones are the normal red worms. But then I found these green night crawlers. And just look at these things. Okay, for reference, here are the normal worms. As you can see, they're pretty small compared to my finger. And then, here are the green night crawlers. Look how massive they are. I don't think I'm gonna feed these to the axolotl. I need to do my research, but I'm 99% positive that these aren't healthy for them. And honestly, they're just way too big. But you can see, like, look at the green dye coming off of it onto the paper towel. So we're not gonna feed these to the axolotl. I don't even care, I'm not even gonna research it. Not feeding them. These are perfect food for the axolotl. Let's get this guy fed so he can regrow his arm. Okay guys, it's been 1 day since we checked on the axolotl, and he's over here. He was just swimming around, and he looks super happy. But let's see if he eats. Oh, we scared him. Come here, buddy. He wants it. He smoked that thing. Maybe I should cut him up. I thought that was a really small worm, but now that he's eating it, it looks a lot bigger. Over the next few days, I kept dropping worms in, and he was eating them viciously. After about a week, the protein from the worms was doing its job because I started to see regrowth in his arm, including new bones. I didn't even plan on putting this in the video, but I just have to say again, this thing is literally so adorable. I just walked downstairs, it was underneath there in like the shadows a little bit, and it sees me and it pops its little head out, and now it just keeps coming closer to me. I think he's ready to eat another worm. Over the next few weeks, I kept feeding him worms and he kept attacking them viciously. Occasionally he would miss the worm because axolotls have horrible eyesight, but he always ended up eating the entire worm, never leaving a single scrap. And every night he would swim around and explore the tank more, showing that he was healing with each passing day. But then we ran into another problem. Where I live got hit with an unexpected heat wave, and the temperature of his water started to shoot up. I just woke up and checked my axolotl's tank temperature, and it's at 70 degrees. I keep him down here in the basement because it's way colder than upstairs in my house, but yeah, this could be bad. It's 70.3, so I gotta get some cold water in my fridge or something and just keep manually trying to get this down to like 64. Got my trusty milk jug that I always use for water changes. I'm gonna fill it with cold water, pop it in the fridge, get it super cold, and slowly pour it into the tank to drop the temperature like slowly so it doesn't shock our axolotl. Okay, it's been a while and our water's nice and cold now, so I'm gonna go pour this in the tank. All right, that got the water down about 2 or 3 degrees, so I'm just gonna keep doing this over the next few days until our chiller arrives, and hopefully the axolotl will be okay. I'm pretty sure a couple degrees won't really harm anything, but I'd rather just be safe than sorry. All right guys, our chiller just arrived in the mail. I have to figure out how to use it, but every night the temp crawls back up to around 70, so we gotta get this on fast. All right, I just put it on the tank right here, long ways for the most surface area, and as you can tell by the ripples, it's putting out a lot of air. I have it on the highest setting right now, but I'll put a time lapse on our thermometer and then we can see how much it cools the tank over the next 2 hours. Okay guys, it's the middle of the night right now because our chiller took a lot longer to get the tank down to 64 than I would have hoped, and I had to set an alarm to shut off my time-lapse camera. But all in all, the tank is now sitting at 64, which is perfect for our axolotl. I'm gonna go back to bed. Please subscribe. Now that everything in the tank is dialed in, it's time for our tiny axolotl to overcome his biggest challenge. After about 20 days, the healing really started to speed up. All the precautions we took building his tank are paying off and he is thriving. I started to notice new fingers forming on his once missing arm, and although it was still smaller than his other one, the growth was major. And he started to use his arm more to move across the bottom of the tank, which was a pretty big step. No pun intended. And on day 45, it was time for the moment we'd all been waiting for. Alright guys, it's time for the big reveal. Let's see that arm. Don't be yeah, there it is, show it off. Swim around. Man, it's crazy to think this guy's arm was completely gone just a little over a month ago, and now it's fully grown and he's using it to push around and to swim. Here's a good shot. You can see it fully. You can see all the fingers regrown. Couldn't be more proud of our little axolotl. Thinking about where this guy came from to where he is now makes me super happy, and I'm so glad I could give this guy another shot at life. Make sure to subscribe and comment some name ideas because this definitely won't be the last time we show this axolotl on the channel. Thanks a ton for watching and for all the continued support. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.